Hey, this is Clay with Clay's AC and Auto Repair and Clay Motion here in Grand Rapids, Michigan. If this video is helpful, please subscribe, click the notifications, share my videos, send me your nice comments, and pretty much have a great day. So today we're going to show you how to fix the front windshield washers on a GMC Acadia. We believe we've got a blown fuse, but we removed our wheel, got to our windshield washer pump, checked it for power. There was no power going to it. And when we push on our button for the windshield washers, they actually move back and forth like they're supposed to. So the next step was, because we know our switch is good, because when we push on the button, the windshield washers move back and forth like they're supposed to. I'm not talking about when you turn the windshield washers on, I'm specifically talking about the little button there. There is a fuse underneath the dash, and at this moment I'm going to put in a picture of that fuse box so you know right where the fuse is, and I'm also going to turn on the light. So we're going to pop down this box right here, and I'll try to, you're not going to really be able to get you a good angle on that, and I'm not going to take off this whole piece. Then we're going to look up here, we're going to find the fuse, and actually the fuse is closest to, I'm going to point to it right here. It's this 10 amp fuse right here that controls the front windshield washers. Probably what's happened was the windshield washer pump froze one time, tried to work, it wouldn't turn, so it blew the fuse. We're gonna pull the fuse out, test my theory. I'm probably right. I generally am. And I am correct, the fuse is blown. I don't know if you guys can see through there. Nasty fingertips. But anyways, the fuse is blown, so we're gonna have to go get another one. I'm not quite sure the, probably 1/1500th of a cent they started saving by making these new fuses, or maybe that's because people were getting the old maxi mini fuses. Too many of them gathered up and weren't buying enough of them, so they changed the design of them. And unfortunately, you generally cannot use the mini fuse in this particular situation. So we'll have to get a new one, and then we'll test our wipers, make sure they work. Okay, when you go to put the fuse back in there, it's a bad one to put in. It's like the worst place it could possibly be. Try to get your fuse holder out and use that. It may make it simpler. Man, I can't really give you too many pointers. I'm blind, so I generally don't have to see the things I'm doing anyway, so it doesn't really make a lot of difference to me. But I will take the fuse and I'll put it on the end of my fingers, and I'll rub it along the outside, and I'll feel each dividend of the other fuses, and then I'll put it in there. And it's still not easy for me to do, but I can do it. Okay, so I can tell you guys that getting that fuse in there is a real pain in the butt. I did kind of have a little method that actually worked for me. It's going to be difficult for me to show you on screen. I definitely can't show you me doing it. But I took a little pair of pliers that have this angle like this. I took the fuse and I put it like this, and then I clipped down on it, and I got it up into its location, and I pushed it in there. The problem was these fuses are so short, you really can't push it up in there. But then I took my other hand and I put it up on top of the fuse, pulled out the pliers, and pushed the fuse in with my finger. I hope that explanation works for you guys. I'm sorry I couldn't show it to you. And it appears that she is a squirter again. I've tried this like 6 or 7 times and it's working great. So fuse was it. More than likely it was pulling too much amperage from the motor. It gotten frozen or something like that, and that's probably why it blew the fuse. Or somebody just got a little bit overzealous with holding the windshield washer button too long. They only have like a 20 to 22 gauge wire that goes down to one of the motors, and the other motor has like a 16 gauge wire. So if you hold the button for an excessive amount of time, it could blow the fuse because it's pulling too much amperage and it's getting too hot. But most of all, I'm thankful I could show you guys something. Hopefully you learned something from the information I gave you and you watched the whole video. Subscribe to my page, share my videos, click the notifications, comment, at least nice ones anyways. And I appreciate you guys as much as I'm sure you appreciate me. Have a great day.